back at Japan.
I'm just going to zigzag this edge and turn it in a little bit so that I can add some elastic onto this. It's basically a t-shirt that I turned upside down, cut the top bit off that's got the armholes and neck on, so that I can make it into a lining for a skirt, a crocheted skirt that's a little bit see-through. So I'm just going to stitch the edge of this just to have it turned in, and then I'll put the elastic on. The elastic now to fit my waist, and then what I want to do is make sure that I find the centre of the elastic so that I can make sure that as I gather this up into the elastic that I do it evenly. So I will, that's the middle. So I know that when I get from one seam to the other with the elastic, I need to have that pin level with that. So I will start at one side like this. I will pin it. Pin it there with a little bit of overlap, and then I want that to fit at the other side. So that's how much stretch that I've got. So I will sew it like this so that I've got stretch in it, and no pleats, and then this side will fasten onto this to this edge the same. The advantage of attaching elastic this way instead of making a channel and threading elastic through is that I won't have the bulky area of on the waist of like 2 to 3 thicknesses of fabric and then the elastic at the waistband, because that's going to show as a ridge through the your clothing. As well as pinning at each side, I'm pinning in the centre as well of each side, so that I don't end up with more fabric on one side than the other when I'm attaching the elastic. Then I can see how much I need to stretch the elastic as I sew it. Okay, I need to just stretch this elastic like this as I go, so I know just how tight, just how much stretch I need to allow really to fit the fabric. This is the finished t-shirt turned into a skirt lining. I haven't put any lace or anything fancy at the bottom, which I could do, but it's just simply meant to line a skirt to make it more wearable. So I've chosen not to add anything fancy on the bottom, just to leave the original finish. I've chosen not to make this too tight on the waist so that it doesn't kind of leave a ridge in my clothes, I recommend that when you put the elastic around your waist to measure it, you just do it so that it's snug, and then when you stitch it onto here, you overlap by about ½ inch each side, unless you want it really tight. But I prefer it like this because then I can choose to wear it down lower on my hips if I need it to be a little bit longer at the bottom, or I can have it higher up right onto my waist.